I had an hour or two to kill, so I thought I would crack on with a little bit more Final Fantasy. What do you think? I think let's do it. Sars and Vanille decided against joining Lightning in her vendetta against the Sanctum, though doing so leaves them without a road to follow. It seems all they can do is keep running. And then there is Hope to worry about, but he'll surely grow tired of the fighting and make his way home, won't he? Saz also harbours another fear. With the entirety of Cocoon in an uproar over the recent pulse activity involving any Lassie could spark volcano panic. After all, not even Saz could shake his blah 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 blah. If Cocoon is to know peace, he argues, Lassie, like them, all need to die. Even as the words pass his lips, he immediately regrets giving voice to such sentiments, suddenly aware of his companion's feelings on the matter. But Vanille just smiles bravely and urges Saz to keep on moving. They have to stay ahead of the army if they want to survive. Cool. I think we're also gonna... God, there's so much to read. Let's start with some events. Chapter 1. The peaceful citizens of Cocoon live in constant fear of invasion by the forces of Pulse, the world below and supposed home of the terrors unknown. Were even a single Pulsian agent to be discovered on Cocoon, panic and civil unrest would be sure to follow, threatening the very fabric of society. To prevent such a calamity, the Sanctum, Cocoon's governing body, initiates the Purge, a government initiative officially entailing the deportation of all those who may have come into contact with corrupting Pulsian influence. However, the Sanctum army is now brutally slaughtering the civilians they were supposed to be deporting. Realizing that the Purge is nothing more than a massacre in disguise, Snow leads the young freedom fighters of Nora in an effort to protect the Purge's deportees from the Sanctum soldiers. The Purge is a Sanctum initiative designed to protect the stability of Cocoon by forcing potentially dangerous civilians to relocate to Pulse. However, the relocation is simply a facade to cover the massacre that it ensues. The government's true goal is the brutal extermination of all possible threats to a peaceful society. Having discovered the horrific truth, Snow leads the members of Nora against the government soldiers of XIII. Inspired by the actions of this handful of brave young men and women, the beleaguered civilians take heart and join the battle in the hope of returning to a normal life. Among the citizens who stand against the forces of XIII is a mother who wishes nothing more than to protect her son. Cocoon citizens have always been terrified of Pulse and the mysterious horrors that are said to stalk its hostile wastelands. Their fear is so great that if a Cocoon native were to have even the briefest contact with Pulsian elements, former friends and neighbours would consider them corrupted and dangerous. In light of this fact, the Sanctum orders the purging of Badoom. Badoom. In an effort to remove all potentially Pulse-tainted civilians. Accordingly, soldiers round up all those identified as candidates for relocation and inform them of their impending exile. However, XIII, the elite arm of the Sanctum military, yes, they're very elite, we've struggled with them, then begins to massacre the helpless civilians. This prompts Snow to lead the people in a rebellion against the army. Tragically, one of the civilians who decides to follow him, hoping to protect her son, dies in the act of saving Snow's life. From afar, the boy witnesses the moment of his mother's death, in shock and disbelief. A massive object is transported through the sky over the hanging edge. This object is a Pulse Vestige, a lower world artifact that has been nothing more than a Badoom landmark. 2 days ago, it was discovered that the Vestige housed a long-dormant Pulse fal'Cie. The fal'Cie had slumbered undisturbed on the outskirts of a Cocoon city for centuries. The Sanctum decreed that the presence of the Pulse entity and its corrupting magics have tainted the entire population of the city, and orders the Purge. For different reasons, Lightning and Sars now make their way towards the very being that was the catalyst for so much tragedy. Snow, meanwhile, is crushed by feelings of guilt after many die under his command. He only emerges from his gloom when Godot reminds him that the fal'Cie is holding a certain young lady captive who needs her hero now more than ever. Wait, did I finish that? Yes. Snow still cannot shake his feelings of guilt. Despite his efforts to protect the purged deportees from the Sanctum forces, many have fallen. The death of one woman in particular haunts his thoughts, a mother fighting for the sake of her son, who gave her life to save Snow. In the moments before her death, the woman begged the leader of Nora to take care of her child, but slipped from Snow's grasp without revealing the boy's identity. With Godot's help, Snow breaks out of his depression. He figures that if he goes ahead and protects everyone, then the woman's son will be saved as well. After checking to see if the children are safe, Snow leaves the waning battle to his fellow Nora members and sets off with new determination towards the Vestige. His fiancée is still held captive by the Pulse Falsi. A boy watches him leave, eyes filled with rage and loathing. To his grief-stricken mind, Snow is responsible for his mother's death. I can't read today, Jesus Christ. For centuries, a Pulse Falsi has slumbered undisturbed on the outskirts of a Cocoon city. On the day the lower world entity is finally discovered, Cocoon's peaceful society is plunged into chaos. The government judges the city's inhabitants to have been tainted by their unwelcome guest, and begins a merciless campaign to expunge both the Falsi and the corrupted citizenry from the face of Cocoon. Instead of the exile they were led to expect, the civilians face an extermination at the hands of the Sanctum army. The people attempt to fight back, but are hopelessly outmatched by the military. Lightning cuts her way through the battlefield, doggedly followed by the desperate Sars. Snow, meanwhile, seeks to rescue his fiancée. And a boy spurred on by dreams of revenge pursues Snow with the help of an unusual young lady. Though driven by separate goals, their paths all lead to the same end, the Pulse Falsi. Maybe I should have read this a long time ago. It kind of explains the story a lot better than I think the actual story tried to explain itself. Okay, cool. God, do I want to read all this shit. We'll do a few, and then we'll crack on. Lightning. The former soldier was a member of the Guardian Corps, Badum's security regiment. Last name Farron, she is known as Lightning, but her true name is a mystery. Call me Light. Sarah, her only family left in the world, has become a lessee. Lightning boards the purge train in an effort to rescue her sister from the Falsi, but Sarah turns to crystal right before her eyes. However, it is not long before Lightning herself becomes a Falsi servant. She has lost her sister and becomes a Pulse lessee, an enemy of Cocoon. What hope does she have left? Snow. Snow Villiers. Without a family to take care of him, Snow is raised in a Sanctum facility. Now he leads the rebellious group of youths known as Nora. To prevent his beloved Sarah from becoming a XIII, he swears to help her fulfill her focus. However, before they discover what that focus is, Sarah falls into a crystal slumber. Now a lessee himself, Snow interprets his fiancée's last words as the task he must complete, saving Cocoon. Sars Katzroy. Sars is a trained civilian airship pilot. Though all of Cocoon's people view Pulse beings as invaders to be repulsed, few outside the military decide to take matters into their own hands. What drives Sars, an ordinary citizen, to attack the Pulse Falsi in the Hanging Edge? After joining Lightning in her battle against the lower world's entity, Sars shares her fate in becoming a lessee. Two more. Hope is a boy who, along with his mother, becomes a victim of the Purge. Answering Snow's call for volunteers, Hope's mother joins the rebellion, but is killed in the subsequent conflict. From that moment onwards, the grief-stricken teen harbours a consuming hatred of the Nora leader. I don't think it's hatred, is it? He's just like, I want to tell him my feelings. With Vanille's encouragement, Hope follows Snow in the Pulse Vestige. Within those ancient chambers, they encounter the Falsi and are cursed with the brands of the lessee. Last one. Vanille. Vanille is a young woman who was also aboard the Purge train. Irrepressibly cheerful, she seems unaffected by the desperate situation around her. After being rescued from the train by Snow and his band of rebels, Vanille ends up sitting next to Hope and his mother. Following his mother's death, she sees the way the boy glares at the Nora leader. Vanille encourages Hope to join her and enter the Pulse Vestige, where they encounter the lower world Falsi. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's go and kill somebody.
It's almost like a village.
Shut up. Hey. Hi, ball. Oh, it's a bomb.
To the victor go the spoils.
Did we kill it or did it explode? I'm just a little bit confused about it. Never mind, it's all good. I really wish this camera would go a bit faster. Hey, bombs.
Way to go, Zach!
Thanks. Way to go, me. No spoils, though. That's depressing.
Why don't we look a little closer?
Yes, why don't we? What are you? Oh, it's a grappling hook.
Nothing to it.
Hooray, Sass! Way to go,
Bullseye.
Sass! Hit that!
Kill the worker dude.
The old man still got it.
The old man still got it. I think every
Well, looks like it doesn't work.
every save station we get to, I'll read a couple more entries in
It just needs power.
the data log. Because I really would like to understand a bit more of how the story works, because I've got no idea. It doesn't make much sense to me. Do you know what I mean, bruv?
Bullseye.
Ow. I do know about these things, right? Yes. With that million bazillion health. Okay. Always go up these little side corridors for the sweet loot, obviously. An auric amulet, eh? What do you do? No, you stay with the black belt, I think. Auric amulet. Critical gives me shell. Magic wall 5. Sure, why not? She uses magic anyway, right? Bring it back, one sec. Okay, let's get this back on the road. Any sweet loot anywhere? No, of course not. Little save. Read a couple more of these. No. Yeah, go on. In pursuit of snow. Hope has fallen into a panic. In his single-minded pursuit of snow, he has rushed into the lair of a fal'Cie and is only now recalling the terrible nature of the being that lurks within. The Pulse entity could use its power to curse them, to turn them into l'Cie. Pulse l'Cie are the doomed servants of the fal'Cie who created them, despised and feared by the people of Cocoon. Hope's companion, Vanille, seems unconcerned by this dreadful possibility. Bemused by her indomitable cheerfulness, he follows her nervously in search of Snow. It was Snow who convinced his mother to fight. It was Snow she was protecting when she died, and it was Snow who must be made to pay. Where men fear to tread. To the citizens of Cocoon, the lower world of Pulse is a hell rife with unknown terrors, and the recently discovered Pulse fal'Cie is an invader from that hell. In an effort to quell the growing panic, in the wake of the entity's discovery, the Sanctum initiates an extreme measure known as the Purge. I feel like a lot of this is repeating itself. Under this initiative, not only is the fal'Cie to be cast out of Cocoon, but all of the civilians living nearby as well. Any person coming into contact with the lower world being's foul energies could already be corrupted, and no potential enemies of Cocoon could be allowed to remain. The ensuring deportation claims the lives of countless civilians, Hope's mother among them. After witnessing her death and chasing Snow into the Vestige in a blind rage, Hope suddenly realizes that he may soon share the same fate as the Pulse fal'Cie, relocation to the world below. Vanille, however, calmly accepts the situation and lends her support to the distraught boy. Unaware of his young pursuers, Snow begins exploring the arcane halls and chambers of the shrine-like Vestige in search of his captive fiancée, Sarah. Cool. Eventually we'll catch up on the story, if just like every save point, I'll read a couple. And then it's like not too much reading either, right? What are you?
Let's put these babies to work.
I don't know. Gremlins. They do not seem difficult to kill. But they also don't give me any stuff. How depressing. Oh look, more of them.
Not bad.
This guy's bright yellow guns are disgusting, honestly. I would like my guns to be mustard. Mustard colored, please. Hello, Antier. How are you doing? It's not afternoon yet, anyway. Shut up, vanilla. No one cares. For what it's worth, Anthony, I don't like the battle system in this game. You just like... I mean, I don't know if you've played 13 before, but I'm about 6 hours in, 7 hours in, something like that, and it's just been corridors the whole way, and battles are just click attack. Just keep clicking attack. You don't choose what abilities you want to do, you just auto attack everything. And they take far too long. Stream's going fine. Stream's going fine. I honestly mostly just use it to... it's like a reason to play through my ridiculously long backlog of games. So I've got 13, 13.2, 13.3 to do, and then like I'll figure out what to play after that. But it also means I don't have to piss around with video editing and stuff like that. I can just do it live and then upload directly to YouTube and just leave it at that.
Wisdom does come with age.
But I've got no idea what's going on with the story. So
Let's give this a shot.
I've made a
4 control panels.
a decision that every save point I'm going to read some of the data log, because that seems to explain the story a lot more concisely than how they're explaining it actually in the game, if that makes sense.
Guess running's out of the question.
And yeah, there's this weird stagger mechanic, so nothing seems to really get particularly hurt until you get that bar in the top right to maximum. And then they're staggered, and then they actually start taking damage. But as you can see, it takes ages to get there anyway. Ugh. But I am living in hope that the game picks up a little bit. At the moment, it's just been like running through corridors. There's been no exploration, it's just been a straight line. Everywhere you go, it's just a straight line. Like, look, it's even blocked off the bits that you can't go down. You just have to follow a path. But oh well. Come on, we can do it. Nice.
Follow the old man's lead.
Keep it together, Pop.
Come on, these things take so long to kill.
The old man still got it.
Spark plug.
Hope the wires aren't fried.
Do we have any Christmas seminarium that we can do? You are a Ravager first and foremost, my friend. And I think I finished. Yes, I finished. No. I nearly finished Ravager. Okay. Where the hell did you go?
Can't we just talk this over?
So yeah, this guy's got guns, but you can't initiate fights using them. You have to just run into enemies still. And because it's a corridor simulator, you can't really get around them either. So it's like mandatory battles. You can't really avoid them, that I've noticed anyway. But I suppose you grind for experience and what have you. It's a Final Fantasy game, what would it be without a bit of grinding, I suppose?
I'm tougher than you thought, huh?
Better not electrocute myself.
Nice.
Aha! It's alive!
Way to go!
It's alive.
The only thing we woke up on.
We can take him.
Oh, good. Goody goody. Wait. What? I saw a secret. Phoenix down, very nice.
This thing must be for powering other machines, huh?
Quick save. Get a bit further in the story. Open doors beckon. The Pulse Sea, an entity that threatens the peace of Cocoon Society, holds Snow's fiancée captive. As the determined Snow delves ever deeper into the alien structure, Lightning and Sars arrive at the Vestige after fighting their way through waves of Sanctum forces. The unlikely duo's progress is halted by an impassable gate, which finally opens as if in response to Lightning's whispered words of apology. Did her plea reach the mind of the Fal'Cie, or was another being responsible for opening the portal? Sars follows the ex-soldier into the Vestige, bemused by the lack of explanation, but driven on nonetheless by a purpose he has yet to reveal. In the shadows of l'Cie. Military weapons stalk the halls of the Vestige, though the Psychon recon team that uncovered the lower world being 2 days previous is still trapped inside. Lightning and Sars know that the real threat is not part of the Sanctum army, but the Pulse Fal'Cie and its servant l'Cie. Pulse l'Cie are former humans who have become agents of destruction. Those residents living near the Vestige face being purged simply because of their proximity to the Fal'Cie and the possibility that his power has bound them into servitude. With tales of l'Cie haunting his thoughts, Hope hears Snow's voice calling in the distance. Although he plans to confront Snow over his mother's death, the reality of the situation becomes too much for Hope to bear. He cannot go through with it, not yet. Well, alright then. for us all. Hello, Governor.
Did you see that coming?
Well done, chaps.
Bullseye.
Come on, you can do it. Hi, Alan. How are you doing? How was the flat lager yesterday? Ooh, money.
You must be tired, huh?
All the better for seeing my beautiful face. Thanks, man. Are you looking forward to D&D tomorrow? I'm going to kill you all.
You gotta sleep somewhere. This look okay?
Yeah. Fine by me.
I hate her so much.
All set. Okay, good night.
Not a care in the world.
Oh!
What?
Do not cross this line. Understood?
Grow up.
And good night again.
I hate her with a
Just go to
passion.
Sleep already.
Oh, how was the cherry beer? Oh, I forgot about his weird little baby chocobo that he has in his hair.
Still a kid.
Yes, please, I would like to save, please.
Couldn't run if you wanted to.
That was pretty cool, to be fair.
Look at you. Wonder what's under the hood of that thing.
Keep your pants on. You'll get a peek soon enough. Just try and behave.
not gonna make any promises.
Shaky boy, aren't you? We'll see how long that lasts.
Every character in this game has the personality of a dried fish.
He's come to meet you. Halt. You must be Snow.
Rains?
Sid Raines, Brigadier General of the fleet.
Hi, Sid. Thanks for the escort.
Apologies.
Did he really hold
I
out
just had
his
a few questions
hand to
ask
shake
you.
hands when the guy's got handcuffs on?
If it works like they tell us, that means she must have fulfilled her focus.
Sarah!
Fulfilled her focus. As a tainted pulse l'Cie, that is.
You think she was out to hurt Cocoon?
I'd hardly be alone if I did. When it comes to Pulse, who could claim to know anything? I need the truth, for the sake of Cocoon.
The sake of Cocoon. We're from Cocoon. Shipping us out, purging innocent people. That's how you lend us a hand?
Those are the Sanctum's methods. The public fears what it doesn't know. It's grown tired of living in constant terror of these threats from the world below. So, the Sanctum devised a plan for you, l'Cie.
I'll bet.
A public execution. The people know me better. Strike down the phantoms before their eyes, and they sleep like babes.
No!
The Sanctum
No.
has intelligence on the other l'Cie already. It's only a matter of time.
You'll never catch them.
I see. We'll need your help then, won't we?
Sarah.
So that guy's girlfriend turned into a crystal. Just FYI.
You're kidding, right?
I mean it.
And is also a child, apparently.
You can't drop the breakup bomb like that. Being alone's all right, I guess. Yep. Always was until we met.
Oh yeah, I remember. The bike scene.
Then we did.
She does look about 12 years
Now
older,
I know
right?
There's something better. Being with you. We've come too far to quit now.
It's not your choice.
You really want to leave me?
I don't want to. I have to. Listen, it's over.
I'm too young.
Please,
Leave me alone, you pedophile.
stay away from me.
What happened? At least tell me that. If it was something I did, just say it.
Okay. Look,
I'm a virgin.
branded by Pulse. I'm a l'Cie.
No.
Enemy of Cocoon. Danger to us all.
The tattoos are evil, apparently. If you get a tattoo, you're an enemy of the city.
You're my enemy.
See? I got a tattoo, I'm so bad.
Goodbye.
I feel like she's literally wearing a school uniform as well. It's such a cringy scene. But little girl, why won't you date me? Because you're about 20 years older than me.
Sarah!
And now he goes chasing after her. Of course he does. Doesn't look creepy at all.
Sarah, where are you?
Probably gone to school. Okay. Pretty music though. What are you? Sarah? Sarah! Excuse me, have you seen a young girl?
What's with the long face? You and Sarah have a fight?
Oh, you know about us. Apparently it's an open secret.
I don't mean to be insensitive, but if you get that upset just talking about breaking up, it's no wonder it happened.
Is he literally talking to her whilst like slamming his fist into his hand like, tell me where she is or I will kill you.
What are you doing moping around here? Go find that girl of yours and tell her what you gotta tell her. I'll throw you guys a romantic dinner when you inevitably make up.
Okay then. She's at the end of the pier, isn't she? Let's be honest.
Snow, where you headed?
Oh hey. Are you... You're also a child. I hang around with children, only.
Sarah!
I'd love if he just like runs up and boots her off the edge of the pier.
What is your focus? The sea have a focus, right? I'll go with you. Help you do it. Just let me.
No, if you're with me, the
I
sanctum
will be with you. No matter what. I've come too far to quit now.
I don't know. I don't know my focus. I'm gonna be a monster.
Not if I'm here. I'll protect you.
I'll be the monster instead.
We'll figure this out. Do it together. Okay?
Okay. It's true what they say.
It's so cringy.
When we're finished, I'll turn to crystal.
Don't worry. When the sea complete their focus, they're blessed with the gift of eternity. They wouldn't call it eternity if you died. You'll see. You and me will always be together.
I don't think I can root for this guy anymore.
Even if death was all that she had waiting, nothing would have changed. Sarah was brave enough to face it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe we made it.
That'll slow down pursuit.
But aren't there troops on this side? We can't relax just yet.
Right. We press on. I'll take point. You watch our backs.
Actually, why don't you let me take point?
Can you handle it?
No, of course he can't. He's a child.
It's not a question of can or can't.
Now you're learning.
It literally is a question of can or can't.
Keep your eyes front. I'll watch the rear.
Got it.
Oh, Final Fantasy games. The Gapra Whitewood Proto-Ecology Belt. Looks nice.
I've got your back. You call the shots now.
Oh, good. I'm playing as a little boy.
Don't stray too far.
You're right, it is beautiful. Let's do a quick save. Try and catch up a bit more of the story in this thing. Saving the enemy. Pulse Lassie are cursed beings who wield supernatural powers and whose very existence incites panic and destruction. Hope explodes into rage upon hearing that Snow plans to rescue Sarah, now a Lassie herself. Even if she is Snow's fiancée, nothing good can come of helping a sworn enemy of Cocoon. The situation only serves to magnify Hope's hatred of the man he holds responsible for his mother's death. Shaking with fury, he is unable to form the words he so desperately wants to say. Oblivious to Hope's anger, and worried for their safety, Snow decides to bring Hope and Vanilla along on his mission. Meanwhile, Sars explains the cruel fate of a person cursed as a Lassie. Lassie are bound in eternal service to a fal'Cie, and failure to carry out a focus results in transformation into a mindless abomination, a Sieth. A person shackled by the Lassie curse is beyond salvation. As Sars comes to this grim conclusion, Lightning angrily compares him to those who insist on the purge. She knows full well the doom that awaits a Lassie and will do anything in her power to save her sister from that fate. The Gift of Eternity. A legend on Cocoon states that if Lassie complete the focus given by a fal'Cie, they turn into a crystal and gain eternal life. And just... Wait, they already knew all this, and then they were really shocked when she did. And just as the legend describes, Sarah, Lightning's younger sister and fiancée to Snow, and also 12 years old, glows with an incredible light and turns into crystal. But has she truly gained eternal life, and what focus has she completed? This timeless crystal sleep seems nothing more than another form of death to Lightning, and she turns her feelings of grief and anger upon Snow. Snow, however, refuses to give up hope of a future where Sarah will return to him. Just then, the Sanctum army begins its assault on the Vestige. Though it may mean sharing the Vestige's imminent destruction, the group heads ever deeper into the complex. Snow seeks to persuade the fal'Cie to release his fiancée, while Lightning and Sars have other plans in mind. Cool. Hey Ben, who's a pain in the ass? And goodbye Alan, enjoy the sunshine. The fuck?
It's all or nothing.
That's it, Hope. Yeah.
That's it, Hope. What is this?
We can use the lights as a guide to keep us moving in the right direction.
Can we? We can use the lights to keep us moving in the right direction on this single track corridor.
Way to go.
Don't go chasing after enemies. It's a surefire way to get ambushed.
What are you talking about? There's nowhere else to go. I have to go in a straight line. Unless maybe we're supposed to suspend our disbelief. Maybe it's supposed to feel like it's a big, amazing complex, even though it is literally just a single path.
Just like I planned.
I'm right behind you.
Nice. What are we doing with the Cristaminalarium with these guys? You can be... You can continue on your medic. Nice. And let's go Ravager. I did check out this to see when the game opened up a little bit, because it's so linear at the moment, and apparently it's like chapter 10 out of 13. That's when like you can go start exploring places. Other than that, it's all just corridors. Oh yeah, baby.
Have you ever been here before? On duty, I mean.
No, I haven't. This area is covered by the Woodlands Observation Battalion. You scared?
Not really. I'm ready to fight if I have to.
To keep you safe.
What is it? Oh, a knife?
I'll want it back.
Wait, was that her sword?
Lightning. I'm glad I followed you. By myself, I would have had no chance.
Time to move.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
Need to cover your tail, and stay focused on moving forward.
Yes, ma'am. Check a couple more of these things. Pulsian Menace. Snow pleads with the Pulse Fal'Cie. He offers himself in Sarah's place if it will release her from her fate. The Fal'Cie remains silent. Seeing Snow's desperate pleas go unanswered, Lightning and SARS draw weapons on the lower world being. Even if the Fal'Cie will soon be destroyed along with the entire Vestige, they have reasons to defeat it with their own hands. They work together to bring down the Fal'Cie, and the Vestige now plummets towards the lake below. A final wave of power explodes from the dying Fal'Cie, transforming the waters and surrounding area into solid crystal. Lightning and the others do not witness this breathtaking event. Upon defeating the Fal'Cie, they are drawn through a rift into a dimension where an immense otherworldly presence awaits. Onto their bodies it sears cursed brands. Onto their minds the vision of a beast destroying Cocoon. Swept along by unimaginable energies, the helpless companions are swallowed in a lightless void. As Snow drifts in the darkness, one memory fights to the surface of his consciousness. Bound in darkness, Lightning feels nothing but anger towards the Pulse Fal'Cie. It had taken Sarah and cursed her with a l'Cie doomed existence. It is the underlying reason for the purge, and it is an enemy to be cut down if she is to fulfill Sarah's final request, to save Cocoon. Lightning's aggression provokes the Fal'Cie into action, and it attacks her. Zars draws his guns with grim resolve, and Snow joins the battle without hesitation. As they deal the killing blow to the master of the Vestige, a flash of light rends the air. They are pulled into a swirling void of chaos where they are bound by an ominous and inexorable entity. Branded with arcane markings, the companions are then assaulted with the vision of a terrible beast tearing Cocoon apart. Soon after, the Vestige finally succumbs to the combined attacks of the Sanctum forces. In the midst of the chaos, a memory surfaces from the depths of Snow's fading awareness. A marriage proposal made to his beloved Sarah under a night sky lit with the colours of exploding fireworks. Can his wish for a happy future ever be granted now? Who knows? Oh, that's a knife. I take it you've played through this game before, Ben. The knife's what Sarah gave her, and she's given to this little boy now for no reason whatsoever.
No holding back.
I don't know how you what you thought of the story as you were playing through, but it's made absolutely no sense to me. It's helping me a lot read through those data logs, because otherwise I literally have no idea what's been going on.
Let's keep this up.
Oh, you played a long time ago. Did you play 2 and 3? Because I'll probably do those after I've played through this, but I get the feeling this is going to take me a long time. But never mind, it's alright, innit? I do need to set myself up with a gaming PC over here, like a decent one, and then I'll probably use this laptop that I'm using now. I'll take that over to Norway, I think, to give me something over there to play. I did upgrade, like, I don't really understand how the upgrade system on the weapons works. I upgraded a weapon to like level 11 or 12 or something. Everyone else has got like level 3. So she's pretty badass these days.
The military uses this place for bioweapons research. Lots of angry teeth and claws.
How do I get through there? I want to fight you. But I guess not.
No holding back.
Gummy oil, nice.
These actions. That'll help you form a strategy. Stray too far.
Come on, baby.
Be ready for the next fight.
Oh, you picked up a PS5. Nice. I'd be interested if they do remake the game. I don't actually remember what kind of reception this one got, whether it was treated as a good entry to the series or not. I would like to see them kind of open it out a little bit. I'm not bothered about having an open world or anything like that, but it feels a little samey. All like it's just a straight line, straight corridors the whole way through. And they need to clear up the story a little bit as you're actually playing. They need to make the story a little clearer. I think it makes a lot more sense as I read the data logs, but just kind of trying to figure out what's going on from the actual action and cutscenes. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being an idiot, but I had no idea what was going on. What are you?
I'm not gonna back down.
Oh well, they really pleading for them to remake it. Maybe it was a lot more popular than I thought then. That's quite interesting. Although it begs the question, I guess, how they're going to remake it. Obviously, recently they've been more into doing like the they've been doing the open world, and the most recent one, 16, is supposed to be like Devil May Cry-esque, right? So I get the feeling if they were going to remake it, like a proper remake, they'll make it a lot more kind of action orientated.
They don't seem like they're even looking for us. I mean, we're Lassie and we're on the loose.
SciComm's keeping it all under wraps. They don't want their failure publicized. Better to lose us than lose their pride.
So the other soldiers don't know about us, right?
Right. They don't know anything about any fugitives. Over here. Time to move. Don't need to rush.
Okay, thanks, Lightning.
Concentration's important, but never lose sight of what's happening around you.
Let's do a couple more of these. I will start to understand the story eventually. Branded. After being caught in the destruction of the Vestige, the group awakens directly under the hanging edge on the expanse of a solidified Lake Brescia. An after effect of the energies released by the dying false sea, the waters of the lake are now frozen in crystal splendor. Despite having survived a fall from an incredible height, the companions are unable to appreciate their luck as each one of them now bears a brand of alien design. The mark seared on their bodies signifies their servitude to a fal'Cie and the gift of magical power. It is the brand of the Cursed Sea. Worse, they must now complete their assigned focus if they are to avoid becoming monstrous Sieth. Though none can say for sure what their mission actually entails, their only clue is the vision they all witnessed in the great beast laying waste to Cocoon, Ragnarok. Though all signs point to a bleak and tragic destiny, Snow alone remains optimistic. Convinced that his focus is to grant Sarah's wish and save Cocoon, he sets off full of confidence. A vision shared. Now that they are Pulse-Lassie, Lightning and the others try to figure out what their focus could be. The only thing they know for certain is that the rampaging beast Ragnarok is somehow involved. Snow is convinced that their focus is to protect their world by defeating the beast, but one fact contradicts his belief. Pulse-Lassie are the hated enemies of Cocoon. A Pulse fal'Cie would never assign such a task to its servants. Lightning is infuriated by Snow's refusal to accept this logic. As she sees it, the fal'Cie not only made them into l'Cie, it also took her sister from her. The former soldier could never bring herself to meekly follow the orders of such a being, and Snow's apparent surrender to its will, however misinterpreted, is more than she can stand. As they trade heated words, Sanctum soldiers surround their location. Arguments will have to wait. For now, they must concentrate on surviving. Cool. Cool story, brah. Hi, slugs.
I can do this.
That's it, Hope.
No problem.
Some gummy oil. Nice. Ow. I feel like that thing should hit way harder. That's it, Hope. You can do it, Hope. I have faith in you, Hope. Even though, like, half an hour ago we hated each other. Got him. Hawkeye. Critical shield, magic plus 20, magic plus 20, magic something, something. I think mine's better.
Never panic. Calm heads make good decisions.
Let's go, doggies. Everything in this place is so aggressive. Can't you just leave me in peace? I did it! Yay!
Be ready for the next fight.
Okay. You're the boss, even if I'm the leader.
It's one of the bulkhead valves. Stay on guard.
I'm not gonna back down.
Stay down.
Thanks.
I've got your back.
Would this work better, Light?
Okay, you did.
Gotta be stronger.
Yes, you do.
I wonder how the others are doing.
Saz and Vanille? Who knows? Even if they got away, they'll get caught eventually. Then they'll have to choose. Resist or surrender.
Surrender.
You don't like Hope. I
Do you think he's still alive?
can't decide who I like the least, honestly.
You mean Snow?
They've all got huge character flaws.
He's too stubborn to die.
Lightning's
That's his
okay,
best quality.
but she's so
He's
edgy.
arrogant and chummy from the get-go. He thinks he's everybody's pal. Never liked him much. He leads around a bunch of kids. Gang called Nora.
Where'd they get the name Nora?
It's a stupid acronym. Their little code stands for no obligations, rules, or authority. Must be nice.
It's irresponsible.
Well then.
He leads around a bunch of kids. Explains a lot about his relationship, one might say. Okay, couple more of these. Partings and promises. Is she dead or merely sleeping? Sarah, now a silent statue, is trapped in a crystal embrace. Lightning doesn't wish to leave her behind, but reluctantly says her farewells. The army is on their trail. If they stop to dig Sarah free, their pursuers will certainly catch them. However, Snow is not ready to say goodbye. He elects to stay behind, protect Sarah, and somehow fulfill her wish to save Cocoon. Knowing they cannot change his mind, Lightning and the others continue on their way. Hope drags himself away from Snow for what might be the final time, and the chance to say what he is burning to say is lost. Casting the net. Lightning and the others leave Snow behind with the crystallized Sarah. As they continue their flight across the glassy expanse of Lake Brescia, the four companions spy a large contingent of Sanctum soldiers. In order to hunt down and exterminate the Purge fugitives, the government is mobilizing an inordinate number of troops. The excessive reaction is further proof of Cocoon's fear and hatred of Pulse. Even those who have barely come into contact with lower world elements cannot be permitted to exist. This all-consuming fear of some imagined corruption is the origin of the Purge. The entire population of a town was subjected to the Purge simply for living near the uncovered Pulse Falsi. It was Cocoon's citizens, in their terror, who allowed such an extreme policy to become a reality. The government simply acted in response to the will of the people, and Eden, the Falsi who guides the Sanctum, gave its tacit consent through silence. Now, after untold bloodshed, a military net is closing around the fleeing Lassie, driven by the clamouring of a panicked and angry populace. Good lord. He's got a big chip on his shoulder. Oh, you're talking about Hope. It's kind of typical JRPG though, right? Like, the whole point is he wants to bitch to Snow about the fact that his mum died. But like, I just can't say it. I can't say it until the time is right. An exposition. By which time, no doubt, he'll be forgiven.
There are a lot of feral creatures here too. They're a little different from the military breeds. This is an army facility for turning wildlife into weapons.
Civilians aren't allowed in here, are they?
We'll have to be sure and tell them if we see any.
These open-air pens, designed to restrain experimental bioweapons, are equipped with electromagnetic containment fences linked to a site-wide biorhythmic monitoring system. Fences deactivate automatically when biorhythms for known high-risk species are no longer detected in their proximity. Right, aka kill things.
Just another battle.
Well done, chaps. Was that the...
Fences are for containing the animals. When you take care of our pet mates, they should...
Yeah, we get it, Lightning.
No holding back! Way to go!
They are weak to fire. That is good. Nice. Wait, but there's these on the other side. Why didn't it detect them?
Way to go!
Be ready for the next
Come on,
fight.
you got it. I thought they were frogs for a second. Just more of the same.
Way to go.
Nice. Can I jump up here? I can.
Just block out everything else. Way to go.
That's it, Hope.
Some antidotes. I wonder what's coming up.
Even more violent and unpredictable than the train to kill variety. Be careful.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, we good? Very good. I guess these are the things that poison people. Right, how are we looking on the old Crystallinarium front? So you are full medic. Let's continue your roll to Ravager. Oh damn, I had a lot to do. So close. Nice, Ravager. Which way do you need to go? That way. Good stuff.
Caged in like the animals.
Oh hey. You are one mean son of a bitch. She could juggle him in the air. That's pretty impressive. He's massive. Nice.
We've tripped the security alarm. The observation battalion will be coming.
Let them come.
Yes, Hope, you're really cool now. Everyone admires and respects you.
You can handle a climb like this.
Apparently, yes. Whoa. This is a lot of sludge.
Stay down! That's it, Hope! Stay down! Be ready for the next fight.
Nice. Well done, guys.
That went well.
That went well.
Take 5. What's eating you? Okay, I can tell you're hung up on something. Is it the l'Cie thing? It's Snow, isn't it? What happened with him?
You wouldn't understand.
You and I are partners, Hope.
My mother was killed because of him. It's his fault. And he needs to pay for it. I'm not ready yet, but I will be soon.
He needs to pay
That's
for
why
it.
I followed you. Snow dragged us all into this. You and me, your sister Sarah. He's gotta pay. I gotta be stronger.
I'll take the lead.
Yeah, because you're being a whiny little bitch.
Time to move.
You just have to face your fear. Then you can take on anything.
Cool. Let's do a couple more of these. The only way is up. Lightning and the others are now cursed l'Cie. If they don't complete the focus given to them by the fal'Cie, they are destined to become mindless Sieth. But how can they complete a focus that they don't understand? Their shared vision of the great beast Ragnarok laying waste to their world is their only clue. That, and the fact that pulse l'Cie are held to be the mortal enemies of Cocoon. Could their focus really be to orchestrate the destruction of their own home? Snow doesn't think so. He believes their task is to fulfill Sarah's parting wish by keeping Cocoon safe. After all, wasn't she a l'Cie, just like them? His shaky logic only serves to infuriate Lightning, who holds him responsible for her sister's fate. Their confrontation is cut short by the arrival of their Sanctum pursuers. Having made their escape, Lightning and the others pass through the ruins of a city damaged several centuries ago in the war with Pulse. Amid the rubble, they happen upon an airship, which they board in the hope of finally shaking the relentless army. Snow, meanwhile, remains behind with the crystallized Sarah. The twin sisters. There is no doubt in Snow's mind. They may be pulselessly, but there is no way they can be enemies of Cocoon. Sarah's last words before she turned to Crystal are proof enough for him that their focus is to defeat Ragnarok and protect their world. Snow stays behind to defend his trapped fiancée after Lightning and the others decide to continue onwards. Brought to his knees by wave after wave of Psychom soldiers during a protracted battle, the desperate young man is suddenly overcome by a strange phenomenon. The twin sisters of Shiva, Styria and Nyx, appear before him in a blinding flash of light. They easily dispatch the remaining troops and then turn on Snow. He manages to defeat the icy Eidolons, but is soon captured by an unfamiliar Sanctum unit. A striking woman accompanies the soldiers, a woman with a Lassie brand. Meanwhile, try as they might, Lightning's group cannot shake their determined pursuers. Crippled by enemy fire, their airship plummets towards the ground. Dun dun dun. Maybe we should upgrade a little bit as well, right? Not that I understand how upgrading works at the moment, but maybe you can have some gummy oil. Sure. Nice. And we'll do his air wing as well. I do like a bunch of these. And then let's just like smash a load of those in. Oh my god, are these all just really shit ones? God damn it. There we go. That'll do.
I'll never pull this off if I don't toughen up.
Okay, let's go.
Target's a target. That's how it's done.
Nice. Was there any secrets around here? That's the question.
Back me up. Nothing personal.
No problem.
No problem. Thank you for the treasure. Star pendant. Meh. Right, what do we got? Anything? Any secrets? Any treasure? No, of course not.
I use one of those?
No.
Too heavy for you.
Okay.
I was going to say, she literally gave you a knife.
You became a lessee, so now you're gonna marry this idiot? And you think I'm gonna buy that? Full points for originality. But don't forget, if you really are a lessee, it's my job to deal with you.
Sis.
This is ridiculous. Worst birthday ever.
Wait, Sarah! Why won't you believe her?
You kidding me? She gets made a lessee and you pop the question?
Lightning, stop it!
No, you stop it! Get out of my house.
You're shutting her out! She's your sister!
I am still convinced she is 12 years old. And you're just a bit creepy, Snow.
I'll do it. I'll protect her.
Here's the knife present. That's why I didn't understand. I hadn't seen it yet, of course.
We interrupt this program to bring you an urgent Sanctum bulletin. Late last night, officials confirmed the presence of a pulse fal'C inside the city of Bodum. Acting with fal'C Eden's approval, authorities declared a state of emergency. The entire district will be quarantined in response to this crisis. This is a Sanctum bulletin. Late last night, officials confirmed the presence of a pulse fal'C inside the city of Bodum. Acting with
Sarah, I should have listened to you.
Bit late for that now, sweetheart.
I think I'm getting the hang of fighting thanks to you.
Shut up, Hope.
Easy.
Okay, what do we have? Edged carbine. It's just worse. Unless it's better. Maybe better magic? I don't know. I will leave it for now. Barbed Spectre. Oh, they end up with 5 weapons. I'm guessing they're all fairly similar, like when you upgrade them they're similar stats, and it's just the special abilities that are a bit different, like the critical shell and stuff like that.
You picked the wrong fight. We can win if we stay focused.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the stats properly, probably off stream, to decide what I actually want to do. It feels like a waste to upgrade one loads and loads and then decide that I want to switch out. But never mind. Before I do this, let's read a couple more of these. We are getting through them now, at least. Nothing but grief. Bear with me one sec. Sorry about that. Nothing but grief. Their airship damaged during the escape from the army, the L'Cie are forced to make a crash landing in the Vile Peaks. Accustomed to the rigors of conflict, Lightning immediately sets off to outdistance any pursuit trailed by hope. Exhausted and on the brink of despair, Zaz cannot bring himself to follow. He knows the army will never stop chasing them, and even if they do somehow evade capture, they face transformation into XIII. How can they complete a focus they don't understand? Despite the futility of the situation, Zaz cannot leave Vanille to fend for herself, and he forces his reluctant legs to carry him onwards. Far ahead of the others, Lightning recalls a conversation with her old superior, Lieutenant Amadar, in which she has warned her not to get involved with anything connected to the lower world. She, of course, subsequently chose not to heed his warning, and after confronting the Pulse Fal'Cie, found herself branded a L'Cie. Now, anger smoulders within her. Anger at her transformation into a L'Cie, anger at being forced to flee like a fugitive, and anger at herself for allowing it to happen. I want to be purged. The Sanctum announces that the Pulse Fal'Cie and any civilians who may have come into contact with its influence are to be deported to the world below. Knowing that Sarah is being held by the offending creature, Lightning reasons that the only way to reach her sister before they are exiled is to board the train and be purged herself. After coming to this conclusion, she acts without hesitation. She knows the risks, but there are some things you just have to do. As Hope listens to Lightning's tale, he begins to realize how different they are. He knows he doesn't have the strength to charge into certain danger, even if he has no other choice. Unable to keep up with the battle-hardened soldier, Hope falls into despair. Meanwhile, Zaz and Vanille fight their way along a different route. Like Lightning, Zaz has joined the Purge voluntarily, but now he simply acts as fear and despair prompt him, his former resolve seemingly forgotten. Cool. Right then, let's see what's going on down here, shall we?
There'd be traps here.
Where are traps?
You know what to do. Just another battle.
Just another battle. Okay. So kill this thing, then that gate opens, then I kill the other thing.
Be ready for the next fight.
And that opens this? No? Can I just walk in through here? Oh, apparently yes. It is very impressive that she can lift him in the air like that.
That's how it's done.
Money. Give me the money.
Out of my way!
Or maybe these are poisony things as well.
Target's a target.
Okay. Secret room, secret treasure. Oh, this is a lot of them actually. We'll be fine, right? Yeah.
Target's a target. Stay down! Time to switch it up. Follow my lead.
Okay, time to die.
Easy.
Easy. What were you guarding? Fragrant oil. Nice. I say nice. Don't know what it is. Weapon upgrade, I guess. What else we got?
This would be interesting.
Wait, is he attacking the Silver Lobos? Yeah, he is. My bad, I should have gone for him first.
Target's a target.
Well done, Lightning. Well done indeed.
We're onto something.
What do you think we're onto? I'm going to check up here first. Hey. Wait, you went there? What?
Time to switch it up. We got this under control. I've got your back. Follow my lead.
Okay. Now you're dead.
Easy.
How to juggle by lightning. A watchman's amulet. What do you do? Critical veil. Don't know what it does. Something else to think about. Okay, this way. Hope. Where did he go? Oh, he's over here. Bioweapons maintenance, the Gabra Whitewood. Okay, I think we will read a couple more entries and I'm going to call it there for the day because the sun is out and I have gardening to do. So, hope and despair. As a resident of Palumpalum, Hope should never have been a candidate for the Purge. The radical government policy only concerns the inhabitants of a town called Badum. Unfortunately for Hope and his mother, the Sanctum announced the Purge on the day they are visiting the coastal community, and the Sanctum soldiers rounding up the deportees make no distinction between locals and visitors. Later, at the Hanging Edge, Hope's mother is killed in the violence which erupts when the true nature of the Purge is revealed. This indirectly leads to Hope's encounter with the Pulse fal'Cie and transformation into a cursed l'Cie. Now he rails against his cruel fate. He curses the government that started the Purge, the fal'Cie who made him a l'Cie, and the army that hunts him like a criminal. But most of all, he chokes on the hatred he feels for Snow, the man responsible for dragging his mother into the battle that claimed her life. Sars wants to help Hope return home to his father. The boy shows little enthusiasm for a family reunion, but Sars is insistent. He knows how it feels to be a dad. Taking in the trash. The War of Transgression, the conflict between Pulse and Cocoon. A towering wreck is all that remains of a lower world airship shot down before the battle took place. The battle that took place centuries before. At that time, forces from Pulse attempted to invade Cocoon, only to be repelled by the efforts of the Sanctum fal'Cie, though not before the invaders had rent a great wound in the floating world's shell. Though Sanctum fal'Cie subsequently repaired the damage using debris from the surface of their routed enemy's planet, the psychological wounds inflicted by the conflict are evident even now in the Cocoon citizens' unreasoning fear of all things Pulse. And remainders of the lower world threat still remain. Mechanical terrors brought in with the debris replaced their rusting parts and wander the area, while government troops struggle to contain them. The Pulse fal'Cie buried in Badum and have arrived in the same fashion, sleeping away the years until its eventual discovery. With lower world terrors lurking in every shadow, Sars creeps forward, doing his best to shield Vanille and Hope. Nice. Give it a bit of a save. Thanks, Benji. I'll certainly try. I mean, it's growing on me, the game, honestly. It's I was a little bit upset at the fact that it all seemed to be corridors at the start, but now that I'm reading the story and actually understanding it, I'm probably going to get to know it a bit better, so fingers crossed. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I'll upload it to my YouTube channel if anyone needs to catch up and stuff, but other than that, I will catch you later. Bye-bye.